scenarios we will get here, what kind of testing we are performing here. So we will do the functional testing. So normally the functional testing, right? So it should not break navigations, hmm, clicks and all. So the functional testing should be more essential for any application, right? So testing the application with the specific requirements, hmm, with respect to the requirements, right? So there will be some requirements. Based on that requirements, we are going to do testing, functional testing. So here we will achieve that what is expected, what is actual. Hmm. So testing the actual functionality of the application. So how you are going to test actual functionality of the application based upon the requirements, based upon the user stories what you are creating. So here we will perform functional testing, black box testing, right? And common functional testing types. What are all the common functional testing types we'll do? Smoke testing, sanity testing, regression testing, integration testing, system testing, entire system, UAT, acceptance testing. Okay, so we will do more types of functional testing, but we are discussing main things, commonly used functional testing types. Okay, right? Smoke testing, sanity testing, regression testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing. See, for each and every application, functional testing is mandatory. So, how software is behaving, how software is working. So, based upon the requirements, based upon the business use cases, based upon the specifications. So, mm, with respect to the requirements, the functional testing will work. And so, based on the requirements, right? So, you will create the use cases. So, once you get deployed your application into dev environment, QA environment, we will start testing. You will identify the issues. Okay. So, before that, okay. So, this is a process. Whatever we discuss now is a process. So, our main goal in this session is, so doing testing on the, we are doing manual testing on the login page, right? So here, remember, go to the screen. So this is our login page now. Okay. So before, when you see the application, right? Maybe so we got the application now. Instead of application, so once we get the user stories, you start writing the business use cases. So how you categorize? Suppose I'll make it. I will take Excel. Okay. Some login page, right? Here you have to think. Okay. So for now, we'll go over here only. Here you need to think. So when you are writing the based on the requirements, when you are writing the business test cases, right? Business logics, business test cases. So you need to think. So this application, right? You have to define it. How? So there will be positive test cases first. Test cases. So negative test cases. So edge case scenarios. Edge case scenarios. Right. So these three things you need to concentrate. Right. Here, see positive test cases means it's a positive. It's a direct scenarios. Right. So test cases checks direct scenarios. Application working as expected. How? If you provide valid input, valid credentials, so login successful. Successful. Like this. With valid credentials, login is successful. So test cases checks application working as expected or not. Means positive flows. So there are no errors. So you have to provide the username and password correctly. Then it will login is successful. This is one way. Okay. Okay. Negative test cases defines test cases checks how application behaves with invalid data or invalid inputs, incorrect. We are intentionally giving incorrect for negative validations inputs. What it will do for this when we give invalid things, right? It should give valid error messages. Valid error messages. See, positive flow means everything is going. Suppose if you are entering the username and password, when you click on enter, you are navigating to the home page. So that is positive flow. Suppose if you give incorrect password, if you give incorrect username, so if you give locked user, if you are giving the same password 5 times, the user will get locked because of the incorrect password. So like this negative scenarios. What are edge cases? Edge cases. So we can say that valid ranges. Valid ranges. Valid ranges or boundaries checking with mm, valid ranges checking boundaries of the inputs. Okay, like how it is going to be. Some examples I'll give. Suppose age field you are checking. Age field you are checking. So, but the rule, right? Whatever the rule it applies age field, rule is, so must be age between 18 to 60 years. Just think, 60 years. Okay, age field, a rule must be accepting the code designed between 18 to 16 years only it should pass. Okay, edge case test cases are cases will be you are providing the inputs. hmm, test with test with 17 comma 18 comma 60 comma 61. So with these inputs, okay, like this. So edge cases, you will find more issues on this. Suppose one more scenario, right? Edge case, right? I will give from here. Edge case. See, I will write each and everything. We'll learn slowly. Maybe most of the experienced peoples know the types of testing, positive test, negative testing. Maybe this our session will be more helpful for the freshers who are entering into the software testing. So this can be more helpful. Okay. Suppose upload file size. File size. Okay. Now the rule, what the rule says, rule accepts rule coded like what the rule coded? The maximum 5 MB. It is telling maximum 5 MB. See now my edge case test cases can be. So we need to check. We need to check test with 4.9 MB, 5 MB, 5.1 MB. So like this edge cases. Okay. One more example also we can take. What we can take? Name field is there, right? Name field. Maybe rule accepts. Rule accepts max 50 characters. Max 50 characters. Okay. Max 50 characters. So what are the characters we can test with? 49, 50, 51 characters. Right? This is how the edge cases. So we will see each and everything. The we will discuss each and everything. Now I'm going for positive test cases. Okay. So I'm going to write few positive test cases for this application. We will test it. Go here. Positive test cases. See, when you go to the application, right? Where is my cursor? See, here is this username field is there, password field is there. So there is a heading. Copy it. H1. It will be H1. Okay. It's a logo. So is it is defined as a logo? And you can see the title. Title can be Swag Labs. Okay, this is title. This is logo they defined. And username and password fields are the input fields. Can you see input fields? And we have one button. Okay, we have one button. This complete page. That's it. Okay, this is some text. So this is some text area. They have given this complete. So login credentials they have defined with the ID. See some text. Okay, standard user. So this is the information it contains. Now login test cases, right? You write login test case. First test case. So what we'll do, we will enter the, see they have given the username and the password is common for all the username, right? Password is common for all the username. Now our first scenario is, our first test case is, first test case is, our first test case, just say TCS0101. So enter valid username, valid credentials. So credentials in the sense, here it will come valid username, valid password. Okay, valid password in those fields. Okay, what should happen? Click on login button. These are steps. Okay, test case 01 steps. Click on login button. Login button. Okay, now here what should be expected? Expected. What should happen? Expected step. Login to the application is successful. Successful, right? Login to the application is successful. So the same thing we'll test it. Okay. Now, can you see here? Copy the standard user. There will be password, secret sauce, controls. Just log in it. See, the login is successful, right? Just to log out again. Try to work with one more user, logged out user, secret sauce. Okay, I think logged out user, problem user means I think it will not log out. It will be under negative scenario. Okay, this is a different case. Okay, so our first test case is this is valid user, standard user, valid password. If we are giving both, what is happening? It is logged in successfully. So this is the login case. Okay, right? Right? This is our test case pass. Yes, this is working expected pass. You can say pass. Okay, just we are giving, I'm giving examples. Or so in a real time, no, you can find here actual value will be there. Actual value also should pass. Actual value, what will write? Hmm. So login to the application here, what will write? Login to the application should be successful with valid credentials. When valid credentials, with valid credentials. Credentials. Okay. Now actual value is we are saying that login is successful. Is successful. So this is how actual, this is how expected, right? So we are assuming and we are writing the expected value, right? This should be like this. Once the application comes into your hand, when you execute this test case, right? You say that login application should be successful. You are assuming and writing the test case. It should be like this. So you are imagining and writing the test case. Once application comes up, when you execute, right, you will say actual value, what is happening. This it should be expected. The actual is login to the application is successful, right? Now test case 02. test case 0. See, here you can add some other test cases. You can add check if we all can write everything in one step only. So check if login button works after entering valid credentials. After entering any credentials. See credentials, any credentials. Okay. Check if login button works after entering credentials. What should be the expected? Expected login button action should work. Should work. Right? Suppose here, see, I am giving standard user username, password. So copy paste. When I click on login, see, some action is happening, right? So it is not remaining as it is. Suppose if I am using log user, can you see here? See, some error is giving that. Means login button is working. Right? This is how you need to say. This is also pass. Okay, you can maintain here pass. This case to pass. See, I'm telling some examples, guys. You can find more ways. Okay. 03. This case 03 can say check, go here. See, this is right. Positive test case. See, whatever password is you're entering, right? Secret. See, we are not able to see, right? So as for the password field, the text whatever we are entering, it should be masked. So that is as expected. It should be masked. So go here and write check the password field. Check password field. Password field is masked, right? So what is going to be expected? Expected password field should be masked. Means whatever you are entering the password, that should be, you know, you are entering the password, but that can be seen by any other one. So we are saying the encrypted password, we can say masked password, we can say. Okay, right? Actual result can be actual result, expected result, this one you need to write. Okay, so actual result. Yeah, password field is masked. That's it. When you are verifying, you say you confirm that password field is locked. Here also you can write actual. What is actual? Login button action is working. Okay. Now test case 4. So do you have any other scenarios? Go here. Go here. So we don't have forgot password link, and you can verify. Suppose verify page title is displayed on this one, page title. Can you see verify page title? You can say that test case 04 verify page title. expected result page title should be displayed. Yeah. So actual result page title is displayed. Okay. Now test case 05, I got one more scenario, test case 05. So here what you can write. So you are entering the username and password. Hmm. Just check the tabs. Tabs are working correctly or not. No, with the tab you are entering. See, now what I'm doing, I'm copying and pasting here. Now I'm not clicking with the mouse. Directly I'm entering to see here with the tab. This is also one scenario. Secret source. Press tab, click on enter. See, it logged in is working. This is also one scenario. Use keyboard, tab, comma, enter for login process. Uh, for login to the application. See expected result. User successfully entered username and password. User successfully should enter. Okay. Username and password and click on login button by keyboard tab, enter features and user login. Users user user should be able to enter username and password and click on login button by keyboard features successfully, and user login should be successful. Okay, this is our expected result. Actual result just we'll modify it, copy same thing. User successfully entered username and password and clicked on login button by keyboard features and user login is successful. Yeah, that's it. These are the positive scenarios, guys. I hope everyone is understand. Everyone is understood the positive scenarios. Now we'll go with the negative scenarios. Negative test cases. Okay. Negative test cases. What are the negative test cases? See, many will come here. See, many will come. See, negative test cases means first thing is okay. Log out. Just I will write negative space. Username field is the password field is the login button is the right. So I will write some negative test cases. Okay. TC01. First one, without filling user credentials. User credentials means username and password. So click on login button. login button. What should be the expected result? Hmm? Expected result. Hmm? Error message should display, right? Because we have not filled the username and password credentials. Should display. Actual result. Okay. We'll write it. Test case 02. Test case 02. First one is fill only username field. Field. Click on login button. Okay. Here, what is expected? Result. Error message should display. Okay. What is the error message should display? Sometimes there will be unique error message for each and every operation in this login screen, or there will be different error messages that we will see. Okay. Actual result. Now we will see test case 3. Here, fill only password field, leave username field blank. Click on login button and button. Same. Here also, what is expected actual result? It will be same. Okay. Now, test case 04. Okay. Try to log in with the try to log into application with the locked user. Locked. What will happen? There should be some error message. Here, error message can be what type of error message here? These are not maybe normal error message, but some error message should display, or error message can say user is locked. User is a locked user. Something. We will see that. Some message can be this one or this one. Anything can be. So messages can be how they, based on the UI UX design, they will definitely add the messages. Right? Some messages, suppose we will see here, maybe they have different, you see, users, error user, visual user, problem user. We'll go with problem user and error user. Okay, 2 users will add it. Okay, same, copy it. Copy the same. 05 can be. So now okay, logged user, right? Error user. Try to log in with error user. Try to log in with problem user. Okay. Now, so we will execute all these test cases now. Right? See what I'm doing first scenario is what it says. Without filling user, click on the login button. Say I'm not filling anything, click on login button. See, it is giving username is required. Okay, username is required. Okay. So, but what we are doing, right? By default, we are saying that error message should display. Yeah. Here we can say that actual result error message is displayed. Message is displayed. Or if specifically they're asking, you can write. You can write this. This should be username is required error message. Error message. Error message is displayed as, you can say like this, username is required. Username is required. So like this, you can write it. Anything, both are correct. Okay. Now fill only username. Click on login button, right? Now go here, fill only username, standard user. Click on login button. Password is required. Can you see? Password is required. Say password field is also required, right? Same. Here, change it to password is required. What can you write? Password. Password is required. Okay, now what is the next test case? Fill only password, username is blank. Let it be blank. Okay. So username is required. Same message it is giving. Right? Copy and paste it. Right? Now log into the application with locked user. What is the locked user here? This is the locked user. It's already there now. Locked user. Password is correct. See, it is giving, sorry, this user has been locked. You can say error message is displayed. Okay, you can write this. You can say that everything is, the test cases are passing. What is the negative test cases means? Say negative test cases. So it's it's a happy path, happy flow. So suppose if something stucks now, the application should throw error. User should understand, right? Right? Suppose if you are booking a train ticket, so you have the train ticket, you went to the station and you are sitting for the train. The train time is 8 p.m. So if you get the train time 8 p.m., that is fine. That is the happy flow, the positive test cases. Negative test cases means your train is delayed like 2 hours, 3 hours. Nowadays, no, you are receiving messages, right? Means user is getting some confirmation. See, if you are not logged into the application, if your train is getting late, you are getting some confirmation. That is negative scenario. Even if a train is getting late, if you are not getting any confirmation, you are not getting information, no, you will go and wait, right? So like that, if you're entering the username and password, if you are trying to click on login button, maybe sometimes when you are typing your username, like some Adam, you are typing an Adam. Up. So D got missed. Suppose why we are using negative scenarios. Say we are typing Russell. Huh? In Russell is the username and password is test. 1 2 3 4 5. Suppose this is username. Username. These both are correct. Okay, username, password correct. So what happens, right? When you are typing this result into the username field, suppose you missed writing RUSEL. RUSEL. Okay. And password, no, if it is masked, right? Suppose you forgot to enter test 1235 directly. So it is masked. So in that case, what will happen when you click on enter? You are not able to log into the application. At that time, what should user should get? A confirmation, right? So you entered username wrong or you entered username password is wrong. That type of confirmations we are checking now. That is the negative validation. If you are giving your username and password is correct, directly it is logging in. You are able to enter your application. You are able to book ticket for train. But when you are providing incorrect information, so that is what discussed, right? Negative scenario. So when you are providing test case how application gets invalid inputs, incorrect inputs. So in that case, what will happen? At least you should get some confirmation message. You have entered your username not correct, user password is not correct, or your username is incorrect, or username is blank, like that. So that is what the negative scenario. That is what same thing. Suppose, see nowadays now when you are checking with the banks, right? If you try to enter 3 to 4 times your password wrong, your username will get blocked. You have to go to the bank and you have to see. So the same message you are getting. So they are giving confirmation. Your username got locked. So once you got the confirmation, you will come to know what is the next step. I have to go to the bank. I have to meet concern team, and I need to raise the request. So my I want to use my account, right? My lock user should be resolved. So this is how the negative validations works. Now problem user, right? Just try to log in with the problem user. What if this message comes? Still problem user is able to log in. Okay. So we don't know why it is logging. Error message, error user. We'll go with error user. So if problem user is able to log in, that is not a negative scenario. Still, this is also log. Okay. Remove these two, but we are going with the locked user. Okay. I hope you understood, guys. Hmm? Right? This is about the negative test cases. Okay. Some confirmation messages, some validation messages you are getting. Edge cases, test cases. Okay. What is edge test case? See, edge test cases are okay. Edge test cases, we will see. Now we have test case 01. Sometimes, so very rarely it will be happening. Mm, try login with caps locks. Maybe your application supports only small cases, but unknowingly your caps lock got on. Try login with uh, caps lock, caps lock on. Expected. So if your application is telling that just only use small cases, so you will get error message. Enter. Error message should display. Should display. Enter. Or maybe some global message they are giving. Enter valid credentials. That is the thing. Should display. Okay. Something like this. So I don't know how this application is designed, whether they are accepting, maybe some applications will accept standard user, right? Just use standard and user password. Just give common same password, secret. Okay. Okay. So username and password is not matching, right? This is one edge case. So try login with the caps lock. Error message should display this one. Or generally you can say that some error message should display. What actual thing we can? Error message is displayed. Error message is displayed. Okay, like this. You understood, guys? See, sometimes no, we are not aware. So we are trying to learn with caps letters, right? Then automatically it will say that this is wrong. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is, see, rarely we will use this also. Spaces before and after username and password. Spaces, right? We forgot and we use before and after usernames or passwords. Okay, here also expected behavior, there should be some error message. Okay, now Okay, here it is working, right? See, leave about it. Just remove it. Okay, just I will refresh it. Okay. Now standard user is there, right? Copy. If I paste copy like this, it is working correctly. Give space before. Maybe some space was there. You enter like this. I'm entering password correctly only. See, it is okay. But for standard user, there is one space here. Just try to log in. See, username and password do not match with this service. Same message. Username and password do not match. And user is in this service, right? So you can consider like this. Maybe password also you can use. Okay. Or sometimes, see now, this is also one scenario. Copy paste is working right for this application. See now, I paste this one. Maybe here it is there. Maybe what I do now, I'll paste sometimes credentials in our notepad or notepad plus plus, right? Hmm? Sometimes I'll copy paste. I'll copy this one. I'll paste here. Okay, now this is username. This is password, right? Username. Below one is the password. Now copy, I'll copy it. I'll copy and I'm pasting here. For some applications, no copy paste functionality may not work. Copy. Now it is working, but maybe some applications will not work. So here also this is one edge case. Okay, this is also one edge case. You can consider copy paste. Hmm? You also consider copy paste. So same thing. If it is not working, then it should give error message. Okay. Yeah, this is one edge case. We will miss this kind of edge case. Copy paste. Copy paste functionality. Copy paste allowed in username and password fields, right? We are telling that copy paste allowed in username password fields. But if it is this is our test case, it should pass. If it is not allowing, then that will be an issue. But it's a rare edge case, right? And here you can raise. I told you right here one space is there. No, I am putting one space. One usability issue you can raise. See the message is not clear. Right? It got trimmed. So one UI issue. So that the text is hidden within this area. Okay, means the text is cropped. So the text is not clearly visible. We can report it as a usability issue. So this is one thing, right? So like this, we can create more number of use cases, right? I'm giving a basic overview, guys, how positive test cases, negative test cases, and edge case test cases appears in our application. And also, when you are trying to go through the requirements, so you can find these test cases that will be more better for the team. Initial stage only, you can fix a lot of issues. So your application will be more defect free. So I have given overview. So see, functional testing types also there are more functional testing steps, but basically these are the key things which plays. And also you can write positive test, negative test, edge cases,